Hi everybody and welcome to the Rieg AD Wedding Show. We're now at episode 37 and we're here with Melvin and Cameron of Yo Media in Port Elizabeth in their beautiful space. Guys, tell us more about your business. You've got a lot of things going on, wedding industry and media-wise. Can you elaborate for us?
Yeah, so we got into the industry through Amuse Photo Booths, which we have several branches of. And then we have Epic My Event, which is your outdoor games, outdoor cinemas and things like that. Scraps Manufacturing does your laser cutting, your creative things in weddings, and then obviously the media business, which we've had first-hand experience during this pandemic, seeing what it does to clients, especially the venue clients, wedding industry clients.
So in a nutshell, everyone that's tuning in, I would like to say we offer holistic marketing services. So all those little spin-off companies and businesses, we kind of incorporate that into our cash cow, which is Yo Media Marketing. Well, I think we've actually changed it. It's now Yo Media.
Yeah.
So we've dropped the marketing,
Yo.
Although it's all marketing, advertising related.
So obviously your clients include both couples as well as venues and wedding suppliers, if I understand you correctly.
Yes.
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Corporate and private.
Okay.
Yeah.
So from a wedding couple's point of view, that's where the photo booths. I mean, obviously, I think that's maybe the first thing to talk about, because it's something from our side as photographers that we highly recommend, because no wedding has got enough time at the reception that you can really take nice photos of all the guests or quirky or fun photos of the guests, as well as capture what's happening. So from our point of view, we always recommend to our clients that if they can, hire a photo booth, put it there. So maybe you can share more on the photo booth side specifically first.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so with especially obviously as you said weddings, we've gone into the route now of printing the photos for the clients. We didn't always have that service available.
Was it mostly online in the past?
Yeah, especially because of costs. People want to save. But we've gone that route, and then we've highly invested into redesigning our machines to look completely different to anything that you've ever seen, to fit into the theme of your wedding. And just before this lockdown started, we made our biggest investment by getting our machines to be this size and touchscreen. And then the lockdown started. So now they're all lying in storage, but we're very excited to get back into it when the venues open up again.
It's interesting on that point, just quickly, how many people we've spoken to that made big investments into their businesses just prior to lockdown. So I think we're all in this
together, yeah. But you want to mention something else, or maybe you don't. But we're going to be utilising those screens as well.
Oh yes, yeah. So during this lockdown, it's given us the idea. Yo Media started with a photo booth and a screen on top inside Warmer Park, where we assisted the Brain Tumor Foundation advertising for clients on top of these screens. And we never thought we'd get back into that side of things because the machines were doing well. But during lockdown, for some reason, companies have phoned us asking for permanent machines, and we negotiated deals where we can put screens on top, now advertising our Yo Media clients again. So it's like a full circle where the machines are going.
That's
and
wonderful.
Putting them down permanently with certain venues, which I'm not going to mention on here, but there are venues that will be having the machines permanently with them, and also destinations that will have them permanently with screens on top advertising. Obviously not at a wedding, but at a corporate event.
Okay, that's brilliant.
So we've got to just keep adapting, and
that's the way.
Adapting and get with the times and it's been a changing season, hasn't it?
I think so, but I mean, if you look at it, the interesting thing is that the people that's going to, or the businesses that's going to be around, is the ones that have found a way to adapt. I mean, it's inevitable what happened. The world's never going to go back to the way we knew it. I mean, we despise talking about this new norm or new normal, but I mean, there's a lot of change that I think things will never go back to how we knew it. So you have to adapt.
And what I've said earlier this week is any business you own will teach you what it wants to be and where it wants to go. You've come up with an idea of selling biscuits, but you don't know where that's going to end up. The business shows you where it wants to go, and you adapt.
Yeah, you need to be willing to change. Tell me on the game side, if we stay on the brides and the grooms or on the couples.
So we've got I like to say the sister company of Amuse Photo Booths, which is Epic My Event.
Okay.
And we rent out lawn games. I think we've got about 25 or 30 lawn games to choose from for corporate events, weddings, people getting married, if you want to go down that road. Team building, birthday parties, etc., etc. Another thing, what's great about Epic My Event is that, again, you can incorporate into that the marketing aspect or the marketing side of the business. So if you guys if clients are having a team building event or a PR function of some sort, then we can throw in a croquet set, we can throw in giant Jenga, etc., etc. So, and that's kind of just evolved as well over the last, I'd say 4 or 5 years, eh?
Yeah. I think it's a great thing for on weddings specifically, because you end up taking the couple away for a while to take photos of them, and the guests sometimes
They've got nothing to do.
They've got nothing to do.
Nothing to do but drink,
And they wait. And they can tell you if there's no entertainment, they can tell you exactly how long they waited for the couple. But if they've been entertained in that time, it goes by.
And I think we got onto it, at the right time, because it was very popular in Cape Town and Joburg and Pretoria and all those big cities.
Yes.
So we got on board, straight away. And
that's a
market leaders.
That's a
market
brilliant
leaders.
idea. On those two, if you would advise a couple, how long in advance should they book? Because you obviously don't have an endless supply of photo booths and game sets, and if we take you obviously serve the PE market in the Eastern Cape. I think most of us serve the whole Eastern Cape. There's a lot of, not now, but when things get back to normal, there's a lot of weddings happening every single weekend. So how long in advance should they get in contact with you?
So with Amuse Photo Booths, we had a steady supply for 2 years. So we know that for 2 years we are nearly not fully booked, but every weekend there's weddings happening, at least 2 to 3 machines going out. But as you get close to the dates, we get fully booked. It's something that we've been very blessed with since the beginning of the company. Every time we grew, but we would say that we have an additional booth, even if we didn't, and then when we see the bookings came in, we quickly had to get one sorted. And then started growing that way. And it's the same with the games. When we saw, there's a popular game, we ordered another one of that and another one of that. So with the games, it's easy to offer something else if something's booked. But we try to say to people, book. If you're going to have an event, you have the date, get the booking done, get it sorted.
Sooner the better. I think our advice to everyone as well is, especially for 2021, if you're planning anything for 2021, start talking. I think most of us are going into July next year for bookings already.
100%.
In the winter months when normally there isn't a lot of weddings happening. So then, just out of interest, if we still stick to the wedding side, any general advice to the couples planning their wedding? It's you guys have been doing it a while, so you've obviously seen things that don't work. It doesn't need to be specific to the photo booths or the games, even just a general piece of advice that you want to put out there.
Yeah, from our side, because we have been working with so many venues, I think communication is key in this time. They have to, and I feel sorry for it's most of the brides that do the communication side of things. Communicating with all the vendors, being involved constantly and having to check, is that date available, and then change it again, because we've had those that's had to change 2 to 3 times. So being in contact with the vendors constantly, and on the day as well, not just before the day, and during the events, to make sure that everything is hunky-dory, okay. And it's that service that we the excellence that we strive for. But absolutely, communication is key. It's also important what he said now. We added to our terms and conditions saying that people do need to let us know if there's an issue, because a lot of our equipment's automated, but then we get a thing afterwards saying that child smashed into that thing or this and that. But if we knew on the evening, we've got set up staff, we've got additional equipment that would have been sorted out. So communication would be the number one, in my opinion.
People tend to always, or I don't know if it's because they are sensitive to bring it up in the moment, but they tend to complain afterwards, and you cannot do anything about it then.
Exactly.
It's a waste of energy to even talk about things that went wrong. If you could have...
But I think it's a general, I think all of us having our own
change
businesses,
it immediately.
if something's not right, we would appreciate if a client comes to you directly, instead of running to Facebook or just complaining. It's just a general thing. But
counter.
Okay, so the wedding side, I think we've kind of covered, but I mean your business obviously also extends to, like you call the corporates, the wedding supplier. So it'll be interesting because I know a lot of people watching are necessarily people in the wedding industry from a supplier point of view as well.
Yeah.
What is the services that you can offer them?
So from your media side, we, as Cam mentioned, holistic marketing. It's a digital communications company. So we use any form of any software to get your name out there, specifically to your target market. And we've got very exciting products that are launching within the next 2 months that once again got birthed out of this lockdown.
It's amazing.
But yeah, we saw this as opportunity time. It forced us to think. And we from managing your Facebook page to Google to whatever you need to get your brand managed properly and get out there having the right image.
Yeah.
You get some brands that are aspirational brands that want to use a Gen Z influencer who's not really got that audience. You have to really get your audience to interact with your brand correctly, and that's where we come in and say, okay, maybe you shouldn't use a Gen Z, maybe you should use a millennial or someone older that's got influence, and work around that.
It actually fits with
Yes,
with
your brand.
with the image of the brand. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is so important. There are many people that do have the budget, but they don't have the know-how.
Yeah.
And I mean, that
Or the
is...
budget is spent incorrectly.
Yeah,
that
totally.
often happens as well.
100%.
Yeah.
Oh, we've seen it. There's clients of ours that have spent so much on branding something which was completely wrong in the first place. So for us, it's very much a relationship thing. Like we need to, we don't always fit with all clients. We've had to say, like, we have to sever the relationship. So when you find the right person to walk the journey with, you meet and you walk the journey together because it's their baby and you are helping them grow it up.
Communication is key in this business and in any particular industry, hey? But especially when you're dealing with people, I've had to, knock my head hard a couple of times, especially when I started out with this guy. But communication is key, and also I think the more the public side of things as well, the PR, the networking, and then there's also a thing called affiliate marketing who you associate yourself with.
Yes.
And again, I'm not gonna drop any names today, but we're very privileged and fortunate to work alongside certain names, in PE that are really good at what they do. So that's a key component that we include as well in our services.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we've touched or I think I've touched on all the businesses that you do. Is there anything else that I've missed out on?
Oh, I thought you never asked. Okay, so we have. I was waiting for you to take it. So we got a. What is the name of our business, by the way? Oh, it's Today Gift Boxes. Today Gift Boxes. So, what is Today Gift Boxes?
So Today Gift Boxes is
Ta-da!
what the name says. Exactly, a surprise.
Just hit a blank
So
there.
for any special events, birthdays, weddings in the future, we're really looking forward to getting that industry open. We actually have
Father's Day last weekend.
I
Yeah.
saw.
kiddies ones, and we have a third business partner, which is Juliet Benz. She's not here at the moment, but she's also a stakeholder in that business. And we launched it and started selling straight away, and we're very excited about what this holds for the future because, as we know, we're going into the fourth industrial revolution, and being online and worldwide is the way forward.
It's pretty cool.
It is key.
Yeah.
And this has allowed us to take your media clients of ours, like manufacturers that make things, and put their products in our boxes, thereby helping them to get the stuff out. And that's very exciting for us, seeing the possibilities of, yes, this is a gift box business, but it's actually a marketing leg in the end as well, like
Totally.
everything else.
That's quite interesting.
It's amazing how all the creatives in the market, in our industry, we've got a very challenging time, but everyone is being more creative than ever. I mean, I think at one stage we all became a little bit stagnant and
Complacent, perhaps.
yeah, totally, ne? And now we had to make plans. It's like trying to now paint with grey.
But I
But
mean,
you
it's,
had colour the whole time.
Yeah,
You have to
exactly.
freaking do it now.
Get it
what I
done.
like is what you said about the fourth industrial revolution. I mean, I love technology, and it's something that's been coming these last few years. Everyone's saying we're moving into that, and I think COVID has just kind of forced it into it.
Exactly.
You know, no matter what, if you're not online, if you're not able to present your business online, if you're not able to engage with your customers in a different way than what we used to, you're not going to go. You're not going to be
Successful.
or valid.
visible.
You're going to be invisible because you're not going to meet with people in person as much as we did in the past. You're going to need to be able to
100%.
engage on
Virtually.
a virtual
Yeah.
basis.
100%. Yeah.
So have I covered everything now?
Yeah, I'm happy.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a new business idea coming up? Maybe.
Oh,
Then-
so-
There always is.
The umbrella
There always is. We're gonna keep it.
covering
We're gonna keep it
everything.
hash.
okay. Next episode we'll do that again. Okay.
Die company se naam is Molson Group Holdings. Dit is al die besighede
Okay.
wat gecover is Molson Group Holdings.
Okay. Cool.
So julle gaan nog baie goed hoor. Ons het 'n boek met elke keer as een ding klaar is en is gebou, dan gaan die investment in die volgende dinge. So die Tada ding moet nou eers sy geld maak vir die volgende een gebou word.
Can we send a shout out to those that are listening? If they want to get hold of us, how can they get hold of us?
Yes. Julle het
Well, they can get hold of us. Follow us on Facebook, Yo Media SA, unless we've changed it.
No, show media is
Is it Yo Media
Links
SA?
below.
ja, link below.
Contact details, cell phone numbers.
We'll put
We'll place all of it
everything
in the
in the
description.
Ja,
contact.
in the
Yeah.
description
Put it
box.
all in
I
the
Definitely.
suppose
description box.
that kind of covers it, doesn't it?
Look, we only have interviews with the best in the industry. So
Stop it.
contact them. They know what they do. Follow them. They're Yo Media. When I heard about it, it was inspiring. I like it when creatives want to lift up. I
Thank you.
love lift uppers.
Yeah.
I almost went personal again. But yeah, I've got lots of respect for anyone in the industry that helps other businesses to better themselves.
Thank you very
And
much.
that you guys
Thank you.
really do. So
Yeah, and
Thank
applaud
you
to
for the
that.
opportunity.
Thank you for the
guys.
opportunity for having us, and best of luck with your with all your endeavours.
Yeah,
Thanks.
we enjoy it. And I mean, I think we need to say thanks to all our viewers for watching. And remember, we'll be back tomorrow again with another episode of the Rieg AD Wedding Show. And please subscribe. We'd love to grow this channel. And as you all know, when we get to 1,000 subscribers, we'll be giving away that Rieg AD family lifestyle or couple shoot to the value of 3,000 Rand. And all you have to do is be a subscriber. So it's quite easy.
Brilliant.
Subscribe, guys.
So have an awesome day, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Adios.
Adios, amigos.